Hello everybody, it's me Tracy again. Today's DIY is the question I keep getting. Can you decorate the Divas first before you laminate them? So I got three pictures here. I got three pictures. With the three pictures, sorry about that. I'm going to take one picture and I'm going to cut it up. I'm just going to cut the picture, cut her head, the shape of her headscarf out first. So I'm going to cut the shape of her head out first. I'm going to trace it on top of this paper right here. There we go. I'm going to trace it on this paper somewhere where I want the design of how her earring's going to look. Y'all keep asking me how you do that. How you do that? Did it come with it? Is that a whole different diva? No, it's not a whole different diva. I just changed it by adding some stuff on it. So I'll take this picture out. I think it's a very pretty pattern. To get the pattern, because I know you're going to ask, my Crafting Together group is going to ask me, how do you get the picture? Can you send me the picture? The picture, you go to Google and type in African pattern. It's going to show up. So there you go. This go on here. That's how I get my head pieces. Let me put something down there to hold it in place. So when I put it in the laminating machine, it won't come apart. I'm going to line it up nicely. All right, there you go. There's my trick on how to get the headpiece. Yeah, I'll be thinking I'll be doing a whole lot. Tracy don't do no whole lot. Now I'm going to cut this next piece of paper, the same piece of paper, and I'm going to cut out the shape of her earring because I want her earring to not be in the shape that it is. I want a whole full cover earring for her neck. So I'm going to cut out a whole complete triangle for her neck. So that's one of my tricks that I use when I change my Divas. Because I have an Ego Tank printer, I can print all these pictures and don't have a problem with it. Now, for y'all people who go into the store to get them printed out, should think about investing in a printer, something that's going to allow you to print up to 10,000 prints. That's what I have. So dig up my two shapes for my earrings. The rest of her, I don't need. I don't even need this no more. So I'm going to move it to the side. Oh, yes, I do. All right, this is my first piece, my triangle piece for her. I'm going to put it here somewhere. I don't want to hold the whole thing. I want a piece of this, a piece of that little flower inside this time. So it won't match so much with the head piece. So that's that piece. And then this is that other piece of the earring that goes on this side. I'm going to put that on here somewhere to get the style of that earring. So these are my tricks that I use when I make my Divas, when it comes to changing the headscarf and the head wrap. But the question is, if you put all this together and her makeup, can we still laminate it? So I don't know I never had an answer. I don't have an answer for that. I've just been playing around with the laminator and doing stuff. So today I'm going to go ahead put everything together and laminate it to see, so I can have answers for y'all. So I'd like to say thanks for finding my channel. My crafting group is called Crafting Together as One. And please like, subscribe, and to my channel. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the group. All right, put all that stuff over there. And then I got my shapes are cut out. I'm gonna add some glitter to her eyes. Let me put some dots on here, and the dots is just to hold it in place when I put it in the laminating machine. I don't want it to move. So my headscarf is on there. It looks like it's shifted a little bit. That's fine. I'm gonna put some gems on it anyway. So this one can go here. I'm gonna put that one on there and put a dot behind this one. There's little dots I get from Michael's. So now I'm gonna put this piece on, line it up on here where it belongs. So you see how everything just stuck on there. So let's go. So I got my matted lipstick. It's by hand Dana. I use this for when I paint my Divas. If y'all seen any of my other videos, I try to do the Divas. So I'm just going to put a little bit under her eye of this purple lipstick. Just under the bottom. I'm going to still add some glitter. But I want that to be down there first. In case I don't get... You don't want the glitter too close to everything. So I'm going to put some... Y'all see? I'm going to put some glitter on... Some of this on her lip. Lipstick on her lip. Trying to stay in the lines. I like purple. It's pretty. All right. So I got lipstick on her. So now y'all see that I put the lipstick on her lip. Then I'm going to do some glitter. We're going to put a piece of glitter on here too. I'm going to pour some glitter on here too. I'm using my Mod Podge. To do her glitter for her eyes. And then I'm using a sponge brush. So I'm going to put the glitter on there. And I got two brushes because one going to do the cleanup. Because you got to do cleanup when it comes to the glitter. You don't want to have it all over the place. Putting it where I want it. So I'm going to shake some glitter on here. Let me do her other eye. So I'm doing her other eye. Carefully taking and add the Mod Podge. Mod Podge, that's what I like to use. So I got it where I want it. Shake some glitter. Let me go over her lip again to make sure all the white is clear. This matte lipstick, if you ever use it, y'all know it comes out wet. And when I tell you it dries on your mouth, It do not come off. You have to literally wash it off your mouth. Matte lipstick. So I'm just showing you little tips and tricks of what I do when it comes to my diva. I'm trying to create her line. Create her line. She got the lining around her lip. So with the purple. So I'm just going to add some glitter inside her lip. Let's sprinkle. All right, we're going to shake off. And then we're going to clean up. Y'all see the glitter? She look nice. This is the second paintbrush. What do I do with it? There we go. The second paintbrush. I see she got a little spot on her eye that didn't have glitter on it. I'm just going to add a little bit more Mod Podge on it because I don't want no space in her eye. I'm using the second brush to clean up the edges around her mouth. To give her that clean look. These are some of my tips. Clean her up. She shouldn't have glitter all over the place. I think I put too much glitter on here. So it actually didn't just give me the edge. So I'm going to just cover it up because there's no mistake for nothing. I'm go around here, clean her up. Clean up around her eye. Clean these things up, people, because y'all be having them eyes be looking crazy. Clean her up. Get a separate paintbrush and clean her up. And if you got missing spaces, just go back in with some glue and fill in those little missing spaces. All right, she still got a little bit missing going on around here near her edge. Y'all got to look at your things before y'all sell them and make sure they're 100%, because it ain't fair to sell people 80% or sell people something that you don't want to buy for yourself. So I'm just cleaning it up to make sure I get her whole eye in there, because I don't want no. Okay, she look better. Clean that little bit off of there. That came off the side. So she don't have none all over her face. She don't have none nowhere. She look pretty good. Her glitter looks fine. She a little Miss Purple. She look good. So now I'm gonna put her in the laminator. The laminated paper I have right here. But this is just to give you a sample how I put my eyeshadow on, how you clean up. There's no glitter all over her face. She actually looked pretty good. So I'm gonna put this in here now. I'm gonna put that in there, glitter, paper, and all. And I'm gonna run it through my laminator. It's almost done. So here's your answer. It could be a yes or a no. The earrings and everything is fine. But you see, I didn't let it dry. So I can say maybe it'll work if it was dry or not. But I don't like it. So that's trash. I still have my other girl here. So I'm going to start all over and put all these things on it and figure out something else for the eyes. So this time I'm going to do something different. I'm going to take the scissors, because I normally do this too at times. If I want to do glitter on somebody's lips and I want it to look perfect, I'll take scissors and cut the lips out. So I'm cutting the lips out, and then I'm going to trace them on this purple glitter cardstock that I got from Dollar Tree. And you might can't do this with something that's too small. But yeah, not something that's too small unless you feel like cutting it. But her lips not that small, so I can cut her lips out. I cut her lips out, and I'm going to trace it and put it on and cut it out again on my paper. And put it in the corner. I don't want to waste paper. So I cut her lip out. Y'all probably wonder how people get the lips so perfect. So I'm going to cut this one out. Alright, so her lips is cut out. Yeah, her lips shaped like this. And I'm gonna put it on there with the dot. Or whatever you want to use. So I put a dot on there. It's basically just to hold it together when I put it on it. But this dot is so sticky. Make sure you do it one time, the first time, if you're going to buy the dots. You don't have room for mistake for this. Do her lips. Now, as far as the eyeshadow, it all depends on how you want to cut her eye out. I'm going to take this one first. I'm going to cut her eyes out. See that shape? I'm going to cut that shape out for her eye. Nicely. These are some of the tricks with crafting. Then I'm going to trace that. And for her other eye, I'm going to cut under her eye, on top of her eyelash. And then basically try to keep in mind where her eye at. Round it off. You know what it's supposed to look like. I'll round it off, and then I'm going to take it all the way up to the top of her eyebrow. So I'm going to do that one, and I'm going to do this one. And then we're going to put it in the laminator and see if this one. The first one was a bust. If you try it and you got enough paper to waste, just try it and see after it dry. I don't have patience right now to let it dry. So that's that part, and then this is the smaller eye that I'm going to cut out here. Make sure it don't move. So I got my two eyes, my eye shadows is cut out on this. And this is the Dollar Tree. Now, if y'all bought glitter from Dollar Tree, y'all know it's very thin. So that's a good kind. So don't think y'all can't do nothing with it because it's so thin. You can use it for your divas. The makeup. To do the makeup. Let's put a little dot behind here. And the dot, like I said, it's just to hold it in place. So this one can go here. And you look at it and see if it's too much going on. Might be too much going on. Let me round this one out. And it got that square in the back. So I'm going to stick that one there. I think I like that one in that spot. Where my little one at? It's a little tricky with the eyebrows, so y'all got to play with it. And you still might want to add something to it. Don't know exactly what eyeshadow supposed to look out when it's cut. And this one goes this way. Looking pretty good. All right, so let's laminate this one, and we'll see the difference. The first one failed. The first one was ugly and failed, and because I didn't let it dry, and I think that could be the cause. So let's put this one in, and I'm gonna keep her when I finish because it's gonna be cute. And the laminated is gonna press it so hard that it's gonna make it look like it's blended in. The second one is done. It turned out nicely. I'm going to keep this picture and use it for one of my Divas. And it gives it like a 3D look for the eye because the mouth is pushing out. Now, when you cutting it, it's a difference when you cut it. When you cutting the bottom part down here, you can cut on the line because it's a single piece of paper and it will not open. Single piece of paper and it will not open. I can cut all the way around the shoulders on the line to make sure we have clean cuts. That's the thing. When you get around the earring, you can't cut it too close. Because if you cut it too close, it's gonna mess it up. Now, I don't know if that's a look you're going for, that white edging, but that white edging is something you should not be worrying about. See, I didn't cut closer to it, but I did leave a white border, but that's okay. And look, I made a mistake and got too close, and that part opened up. So you gotta make sure you don't get too close. Don't get too close to the two pieces together. Only on the single pieces you can do that. Just not the two pieces. So leave a border around it, and you will see when you laminate it that you will see the border itself. You can see it. You can't see it here, but it'll show like a space around it where you shouldn't cut. So just cut along that space. Do the same thing for the glitter. The glitter for eyes. I didn't put it too close to the line. Yeah. So I'm cutting down along the nose, trying to stay nice and straight. I'm cutting along around here too. It might open up. If it opened up, because it's so dark, it really wouldn't make a difference. You just try to squeeze some glue in there, or a little bit of something in there to keep it closed. So her lips didn't open. Her lips didn't open. So the only thing actually open was just this one part of the earring that I did too close. So I say this is a good diva that I'm going to use. And when you finish decorating, because I got that white border and I didn't want to go too close, I'm going to add bling. I'm going to add some bling all the way around here, all the way down here, and all the way down here. So I'll probably add silver. So once I glue this down, once I glue it down to my canvas, then I would just go ahead. Once you glue it down, it shouldn't be a problem if you opened up the pieces. If you opened it up and it split, it shouldn't be a problem. All right, so I went downstairs and got this canvas that you get from the dollar store. It's a big size. I think it's 11 by 17. So I'm going to put some Mod Podge on here because Mod Podge will stick better with this. I don't know about the hot glue, might make it messy and clumpy. Because hot glue is clumpy. So when I put my Diva down now, when I do it, I use this B7000. If y'all still like the E6000, use that. It doesn't matter as long as it stay down. Like I said, I'm not really concerned about the mistake with the opening piece. It's okay. All we need to worry about is make sure no water get in there for our Diva. So now that she's done, I'm going to place her here, not too far on top, not too far down the bottom, because down the bottom going to be covered with stuff. Top will be covered with stuff. Now, I ain't going to sit here and do the whole thing, but I'm going to show y'all that don't worry about the white around that edge. The hot glue is ready. We're going to start here. And now, this part I don't like. I cut it too fast. Let me see if I can take it back up real quick. Okay, I can still take it back up. That space between the neck in there, that's not a bling space. So I'm gonna cut that straight to her skin and cut it off. Because I don't want that. See, that makes it better. Because you don't want to put bling there. Then I'm gonna put it back where I had it without moving to a new spot. All right, I'm gonna let that stick. So let's add some bling to it. Let's start with her hat. I'm gonna put like a thin little area around her hat. Now, I'm not being patient. I'm not even letting it dry. But y'all take your time. I don't want to stretch my video out too long, because it's coming up off my board, but it eventually dry. So you can put the bling on it this way. See, I did too much and it dries so fast. This hot glue. So you can use the bling, or you can take your time and put diamonds in it. See how that's looking already? So she got her diamond around her head. Then I'm going to put some around the earrings. And when you add that hot glue and diamonds, you can go just closer to the edge. Where is it at? That way, it'll also stick to the board and keep it down to keep the water or whatever from getting inside. Because we need our Divas to last a lot longer. Because when I went to my pop-up and they got wet, after making 6 of them, they got wet, I was feeling some type of way. So I don't want to do that again. So let me measure this time so I don't have to cut and move it. Let me add my glue for this next part across here. And you see I'm putting hot glue on top of the plastic laminated sheet, which is okay to do. Let me cut the next piece. I'm sure this will be very helpful for my new crafters who want their things to last longer, because that's the way I'm doing mine, making them last longer. I'm gonna cut a piece and put here. So y'all know what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna finish this. Hope y'all like this video. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I hope this is helpful when it comes to your divas. I'm gonna add some up here too as well, and I'm gonna do the other earring, and I'll be back when I'm done. So I'm on the last piece of this earring, and then I'm done. So I'm all done. Because this was a repeated question, there's your answer. Use the cardstock to create the decoration glitter things for her eye. You know, you can make it better than that. I should have just left the whole piece and just try to do right from where it started, but that's how I look. That's how her lips look. Everything looks fine. She's all stuck now. She's glued to the board with no problem. So I can say that this was a fail, but it could have been better if I had let it dry. Because of all that heat and the glue behind it, I think the heat is too much for this thing because it melts the grease. So I think even if you put glue on it later and let it dry, it's still going to heat that assistant glue up, maybe, and not drag it across the face like that, because she looks a mess. But she looks pretty, and this is my next diva that I will be making and posting it in the group. Thanks for watching my video, y'all. Subscribe to my channel. Come sign up for the group, Crafting Together as One.